Hello everyone, this is Simply Syrup coming to you with another video, but on a brand new game, 2 Point Campus. Today we will be going over a few tips to improve your playthrough potential. This video is aimed at new and intermediate players, and I can assure you, by the end of this video, you will be better prepared to create your own dream university. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to say thank you for giving my channel a try. I also wanted to encourage you to consider liking this video and subscribing if you enjoy. I could embarrass myself by asking for your approval all day, but before I take up any more of your time, let's get into the video. Tip number 1. Use your whole budget. One tip I wanted to give you today is to try and use your whole budget. Leave no dime behind when preparing for a new school year. Invest in your students and they will return your money in dividends. One of the absolute best ways to earn money in 2 Point University besides tuition is through experience earned. If you pay attention to your monthly income statements, you'll notice a huge portion of your income comes from leveling up students. So the question is, how do you get students to level up faster? Well, in short, spend more money. No matter what you are spending money on, be it decorations, furniture for new classrooms, or anything at all, you're actually working towards allowing your students to level up faster. Students will take into account everything on campus down to the rugs under their dormitory beds. So when it comes to saving versus spending those hard-earned dollar bills, I really believe it is in your best interest to spend every cent you can before each new semester to maximize your potential XP gain for each and every eager student at your university. Just always remember to have enough money to meet your curriculum requirements. This includes having the appropriate classrooms and staff, which brings us to our next tip. Tip number 2. Place down the important items first. While spending all your money is important, you will quickly come to realize that your pockets are not endless. In fact, your money will dry up faster than a shallow puddle on a sunny day. That is why it is so critical you take this tip to heart and place down the important items first. The first items you'll want to place down are the objects required to meet your course curriculum. These include the classrooms, lecture halls, and faculty required to run each course. Every single year this will be your top priority when it comes to spending money. After that, you should be looking to place down the necessary installments to campus life. This includes libraries, bathrooms, and dormitories in that order. After you've got the necessities down, then you can start working on all of the miscellaneous items that don't fall under these mandatory installments. This includes your decorations and amenities that improve the life of your students. Just remember to place down the most important items first, then you shouldn't have to worry about blowing through the rest of your payroll. Tip number 3. Variety over duplication. There is no doubt that one of the best tips I can give you in 2 Point Campus, at least when it comes to decorating rooms, always remember variety over duplication. You would rather have a few different items than a lot of the same item in a room. This is because there is a diminishing return on placing down the same item when it comes to room score. This means the more times you place down the same item, the less score it'll give you. Normally you can get away with about 3 of the same item before the effect really starts to kick in. Due to this diminishing return style of decoration, it makes the most sense to place down as large of a variety of items as you can if you want to maximize your room score. Because of this, kudosh is super important in 2 Point, because they allow you to unlock extra decorations. Since kudosh is so important, a lot of the tips in this video will be centered around getting some extra kudosh. For this tip, just remember, when it comes to decorating a room, go for variety over duplication. Tip number 4. The first map is easy. Another thing I wanted to share today is to go ahead and 3-star the first map in 2 Point University. The map is so easy to complete because of the massive amount of funds that you are given to get you started. This is understandable because it's more of a tutorial for the game. However, you'll get a huge boost to your kudosh amount once you make it all the way to 3 stars. This means you can 3-star the first map and use your savings to buy the next tier of decorations on the next map you visit. I would highly recommend that you go ahead and 3-star the first map to get a good feel of the game and to get you started on the right foot. Tip number 5. Use events to boost your goals. One huge tip I could give you is to use events to boost yourself to these goals. You should always be trying to run events on your campus to improve the quality of life for your students, but when crunch time comes for a quest, you can overload each room with events at the same time to give you a boost to that next star. New stars will bring you a few more funds and, more importantly, more kudos, so it's okay to spend a little extra time and money to secure another star. Just remember that at some point you will want to organically raise your happiness or entertainment level as high as possible to foster growth in your college. But don't be afraid to put on a show for your students when challenges present themselves. Tip number 6, plan ahead. This tip is obvious in any strategy game, but super important for 2 Point Campus when it comes to getting all of the different rooms placed down. Floor space is an extremely important commodity in 2 Point, and it may be even more important than kudos. Due to this lack of floor space, you will really want to have a clear plan as to how you want your college to be set up. One thing that can really help you set up your college is simply building rooms, but not decorating them. Every room needs 2 or 3 special items to be completed, but you can get the full value back if you decide to remove these items. So there's nothing stopping you from placing down all of the rooms of your university and then coming back to decorate once you have a nice floor plan. Most rooms will have to be picked up at some point as you expand your campus, so don't worry much about getting things perfect on your first try. However, the better you plan out your college, the less you will have to move and the less headache you will have later in the game. For this tip, just try to remember to build a solid game plan before starting your college. Do your best to have a clear idea in your mind before beginning construction to give you the best chance at prolonged success. Tip number 7, hire the best. When it comes to finding faculty for your university, always be looking to hire the best fit for the job. The traits each employee brings to the table is super important. Of course, you can always improve upon these skills or even add new skills by training your employees, but why waste time and resources trying to make great employees when you could just hire them? Alright, you can't hire 5-star employees, but your choice to hire each candidate does matter. More important than anything is the traits your employees can have. There are all types of different characteristics that are possible, but you should look for employees with improved hygiene or other positive characteristics. Never take job seekers that have negative characteristics like litterbug. There will always be a few great choices out there, so there is no reason to settle for something less. This tip won't become clear how important it is until you get pretty late in the game. After you've spent a large number of resources and time to improve an employee, it will become obvious how important it is to only take teachers, assistants, and janitors that are of the highest quality. Well, that's all the time we have for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it and will be able to take some useful information away to utilize in your own playthrough of 2 Point Campus. I wanted to take a moment here to say thank you to anyone who has made it this far in the video for supporting the channel. I also wanted to encourage any new viewers out there to consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel, because we will be coming out with more 2 Point content soon that you won't want to miss. So thanks again for giving my channel a try. I hope you all have a fun and successful playthrough of 2 Point Campus. Until next time, this is Simply Syrup signing off.